Life is not a straight path. It is full of ups and downs, smooth roads and rough terrains. But let me tell you this, every challenge you face is not a hindrance, but a doorway to something greater. It is in adversity that we truly discover our potential. The world constantly presents us with challenges. Some of them are big, some small, but they all have one thing in common: they are opportunities in disguise. When you stand in front of a challenge, you must not see it as a wall, but rather as a stepping stone. The key is in how you perceive these challenges. When faced with obstacles, people often get consumed by fear, doubt, or frustration. But fear is only a reflection of the mind's limitations. The moment you understand that challenges are opportunities to evolve, to grow, you will never feel defeated. You will approach life with enthusiasm and resilience. We all have the power within us to transform challenges into stepping stones. Whether it's a personal setback, a professional hurdle, or even a global crisis, what matters is how we respond. Do we fall into despair or do we rise above? If you change your perspective, if you change your response, you will unlock the treasure hidden within every challenge. Life is not about avoiding problems, but about embracing them. Only through challenges do we develop new strengths, gain insights, and tap into our true potential. It is not the difficulty of the situation that defines you, but how you face it. Remember, every obstacle you overcome brings you closer to becoming the best version of yourself. So the next time you face a challenge, smile and say to yourself, "This is my opportunity to grow." Life is full of challenges, and these challenges come in all forms. Sometimes they present themselves as small, seemingly insignificant hurdles, while at other times they appear as monumental obstacles that seem impossible to overcome. Regardless of their size or nature, challenges are an inevitable part of our existence. The key, however, lies not in the presence of challenges, but in how we approach them. We often spend our lives hoping for a smooth journey, free of difficulties and struggles. Yet the reality is that challenges are not just common, but essential to our growth and development. Without them, we would remain stagnant, lacking the experiences that shape our character, strengthen our resilience, and teach us important life lessons. At first, challenges might seem like roadblocks that stop us from achieving our goals or dreams. We might feel frustrated, anxious, or even defeated by their presence. However, it is important to understand that challenges are not meant to stop us, they are meant to push us forward. They are the forces that drive us to adapt, innovate, and explore new solutions. When faced with a challenge, we often have two choices: to succumb to despair or to rise to the occasion. It is easy to fall into a mindset of defeat, especially when the road seems long and filled with obstacles. Yet each time we choose to face a challenge head-on, we build our capacity to endure, learn, and grow. Every challenge we overcome leaves us with valuable lessons, insights, and experiences that become integral parts of who we are. As we encounter difficulties, we start to realize that they are not just tests of our abilities, but opportunities for transformation. They give us a chance to question our assumptions, break free from our comfort zones, and discover new strengths within ourselves. In the midst of a challenge, we may not see it as an opportunity, but once we have passed through it, we often look back and recognize how much we have gained from the experience. Challenges are often the very things that push us to be creative. They force us to think outside the box, to find solutions where we once saw only problems. They encourage us to develop new skills, expand our knowledge, and redefine our limits. In a world that is constantly changing, challenges are what keep us adaptable and ready for whatever comes next. Throughout our lives, challenges will continue to arise. Some will be easier to handle, while others will test us in ways we never imagined. But if we learn to see them not as burdens, but as catalysts for growth, we will find that each challenge is an opportunity waiting to be seized. Challenges are opportunities in disguise. It's a perspective that can change how we approach life's obstacles, transforming them from roadblocks into catalysts for personal growth. On the surface, challenges often appear to be barriers, disruptions that stand between us and our desires, our goals, or our sense of peace. Yet when we take a closer look, we begin to realize that these very challenges are vehicles of transformation. When life presents us with difficulties, our first instinct might be to resist or retreat. We might feel overwhelmed by the demands they place on us, unsure of how to proceed. But in these moments of uncertainty and struggle, there lies the opportunity to grow. Challenges push us to step outside of our comfort zones and to test the limits of what we believe is possible. They force us to stretch, to think differently, and to explore solutions that we may have never considered before. It is often in the face of adversity that we discover our true capabilities. We tap into hidden strengths we didn't know we had and develop new skills that enhance our ability to face future challenges. Challenges demand innovation, and innovation leads to breakthroughs. When faced with a problem, we have the chance to rethink our approach, find creative solutions, and emerge with a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Furthermore, challenges provide us with valuable lessons. When things come easily, we don't typically learn as much. It's when we struggle, when things don't go according to plan, that we are forced to reflect on our actions and learn from our mistakes. Each challenge, no matter how difficult, holds a lesson that shapes us and makes us better equipped to handle future difficulties. Without challenges, we would miss out on these invaluable learning experiences. Additionally, challenges can reveal new perspectives on life. When everything is going well, we tend to take things for granted. But when we face adversity, we often begin to see things from a different angle. We become more appreciative of the simple joys in life, more grateful for what we have, and more aware of the strength we carry within us. This shift in perspective can be a profound transformation, changing how we approach not only our problems but our overall approach to life. Challenges also serve as reminders of our resilience. Life can be unpredictable, and we are often confronted with circumstances that are beyond our control. But how we respond to these challenges is what defines us. It is through overcoming adversity that we build resilience, our ability to bounce back stronger, wiser, and more determined than before. Resilience doesn't just come from avoiding difficulties, but from facing them head-on and persevering in the face of them. At times, challenges may feel like setbacks, but they are often a blessing in disguise. They may lead us to unexpected opportunities or open doors that we had not even considered. A failure may redirect us onto a new path, or a difficult situation might introduce us to people who will play a significant role in our future. Life has a way of presenting opportunities when we least expect them, and these opportunities are often wrapped in the form of challenges. In the end, it's not the challenge itself that defines us, but our ability to view it as an opportunity. When we change our perspective and embrace challenges as stepping stones, we unlock their true potential. We learn to see the value in the struggle and realize that the obstacles we face are often the very things that propel us forward. In this way, challenges are not just obstacles to be avoided, but opportunities to be seized. Perception is key. It is the lens through which we view the world, and it shapes our reality more than we often realize. The way we perceive the events around us, the people in our lives, and even the challenges we face profoundly impacts our mind and our actions and ultimately our success. How we interpret situations determines how we respond to them. And this response can either lead us toward growth or keep us stuck in limitations. Perception is not just about how we see the external world, but also about how we view ourselves. Often, our self-perception dictates the boundaries we place on our own potential. If we see ourselves as incapable or unworthy, we may never take the steps necessary to achieve our dreams. On the other hand, when we perceive ourselves as capable, resilient, and deserving of success, we are more likely to take proactive steps and embrace opportunities. The way we perceive ourselves influences our confidence, our choices, and our path forward. Likewise, how we perceive the challenges that come our way is critical. Two people can face the same situation, but their perception of it can be entirely different. One person might see it as an insurmountable obstacle filled with fear and frustration, while another might view the same situation as an opportunity for growth and learning. The difference is not in the challenge itself, but in the mindset with which it is approached. A challenge viewed through a negative perception might feel like a threat, something that stands in the way of progress. This perception can breed fear, doubt, and resistance, making the challenge seem even more daunting than it is. However, when we shift our perception and see the challenge as a stepping stone or a learning opportunity, we begin to open ourselves up to solutions. Instead of focusing on the difficulty, we focus on the growth that can come from overcoming it. Perception also influences our relationships with others. How we perceive others and their actions can dramatically alter the way we interact with them. If we interpret someone's behavior as rude or dismissive, we might respond defensively, creating tension and conflict. However, if we change our perception and consider that the person may be dealing with their own struggles, we may respond with empathy and understanding, leading to a more peaceful and constructive interaction. In both personal and professional spheres, perception can make the difference between success and failure. In business, leaders who perceive challenges as opportunities to innovate are more likely to succeed than those who see them as insurmountable problems. Similarly, individuals who perceive their work as meaningful and aligned with their values are more likely to feel fulfilled and motivated even when faced with obstacles. One of the most powerful aspects of perception is that it is within our control. While we cannot always control the events that happen to us, we have the power to control how we interpret and react to them. Changing our perception is often a matter of shifting our mindset from one that focuses on limitations and fear to one that embraces possibility and growth. This shift doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending that difficulties don't exist. Rather, it means approaching challenges with a mindset that sees them as opportunities for progress, learning, and self-discovery. In life, we will inevitably encounter difficulties, setbacks, and disappointments. But if we can change the way we perceive these challenges, we open ourselves up to a greater sense of empowerment and control. Perception is not just a way of seeing the world. It is a tool for shaping our experiences, enhancing our resilience, and creating the life we desire. The truth is that our perception of the world is often more important than the world itself. For it is through our perception that we define and create our reality. Fear limits us in ways that are often subtle but profoundly impactful. It can grip us in moments of uncertainty, preventing us from pursuing our dreams, taking risks, or stepping outside our comfort zones. While fear is a natural and necessary emotion and instinctive response designed to protect us, it becomes limiting when it holds us back from growing, evolving, and embracing the opportunities life presents. At its core, fear is rooted in the unknown. We fear what we don't understand, and this fear often stems from our imagination, where worst-case scenarios are magnified and possibilities are limited. For example, the fear of failure can paralyze us from trying something new, even though we might never know the outcome unless we take that first step. This fear of failure doesn't just stop us from attempting new things, it keeps us stuck in a cycle of inaction and missed opportunities. Similarly, the fear of rejection or judgment from others can limit our ability to express ourselves authentically. We might hold back our ideas, our talents, or our true selves out of fear that others will disapprove or criticize us. As a result, we might suppress our creativity, avoid speaking up in meetings, or even neglect pursuing our passions, all in an attempt to protect ourselves from potential harm. Ironically, by avoiding vulnerability and the potential for rejection, we often miss out on the very connections and experiences that could lead to growth and fulfillment. Fear also distorts our perception of what is possible. It creates mental barriers that prevent us from seeing opportunities clearly. When we are fearful, we focus more on what could go wrong rather than on the potential for success. Our minds become clouded with doubt, and we start to believe that success is out of our reach. Fear tells us that we are not good enough, that the challenges ahead are too great, and that we are not worthy of the things we desire. This mindset of scarcity and self-doubt traps us in a place of limitation. But the truth is that fear is often a reflection of our own limiting beliefs. We fear failure because we believe that failure defines us. We fear judgment because we believe that we need to gain approval from others to feel valuable. These beliefs hold us back because they prevent us from taking the necessary steps toward growth. In reality, failure is not a reflection of our worth, it is a stepping stone on the path to success. And judgment from others is inevitable, but it is not a reflection of our value as individuals. Fear also has a physical impact on our bodies. When we experience fear, our fight or flight response is triggered, causing stress and anxiety. These physical responses can drain our energy, lower our immune system, and affect our overall well-being. Chronic fear can even lead to conditions like insomnia, depression, and high blood pressure. The longer we allow fear to dominate our thoughts and actions, the more it impacts our mental and physical health. However, fear doesn't have to control us. While we may never completely eliminate fear from our lives, we can learn to manage it and use it as a source of power rather than a hindrance. The first step is to acknowledge fear when it arises rather than ignoring or repressing it. Fear is a signal that something important is at stake, but it doesn't have to define our response. When we face fear head on, we often find that it's not as powerful as we imagined. By embracing the discomfort and moving through it, we discover that the limitations we perceive are often self-imposed. One way to break free from fear's grip is by reframing our mindset. Instead of seeing fear as something that holds us back, we can view it as a natural part of the growth process. Fear is often a sign that we are stepping outside our comfort zone and pushing ourselves to achieve something new. By acknowledging this and using fear as motivation, we can break through our self-imposed boundaries and reach new heights. In many ways, fear is a shadow that disappears when we shine the light of awareness on it. When we take action despite fear, we begin to build courage. And as we continue to take courageous actions, fear loses its power over us. We begin to see fear as an ally, not an enemy, something that alerts us to opportunities for growth rather than something that holds us back. The most successful people in life are often those who have learned to manage and overcome fear. They understand that fear is a natural part of the journey, but it does not dictate their path. They embrace discomfort, take risks, and move forward in the face of uncertainty. They know that the real limit is not in the external circumstances, but in how they respond to fear. Fear limits us only when we let it. When we choose to confront it, break through it, and move beyond it, we unlock our true potential. Fear, when faced with courage and confidence, becomes just another step in our journey toward achieving our greatest goals. Challenges encourage growth in ways that are often unexpected but deeply transformative. They are the forces that push us beyond our comfort zones, forcing us to stretch, adapt, and learn. Growth doesn't occur in times of ease, it happens when we face adversity and navigate through it. Challenges test our limits, and in doing so, they reveal the untapped potential that lies dormant within us. At the heart of every challenge is the opportunity to evolve. Initially, it might seem like the difficulty is a setback or an obstacle standing between us and our goals. We may feel discouraged, frustrated, or even defeated. But when we shift our perspective and view challenges as opportunities for growth, we begin to see them as essential steps in our journey. Every challenge we face requires us to develop new skills, acquire knowledge, or refine our emotional resilience. This process of development is where true growth happens. When we face a challenge, we often have to confront our weaknesses, whether they are internal fears, doubts, or external circumstances. These weaknesses might have remained hidden if life had been smooth sailing, but through the challenges, we are given the opportunity to address them. For example, a challenging project at work may force us to develop better time management or communication skills. A personal setback, such as a failure or disappointment, may prompt us to reflect on our values, redefine our priorities, and grow emotionally stronger. In each case, the difficulty is not merely something to survive, but something that forces us to evolve into a more capable and self-aware person. Moreover, challenges help us build resilience, which is one of the most valuable qualities we can develop. Resilience is not about avoiding pain or difficulty. It's about learning to bounce back from setbacks, adapting to new circumstances, and maintaining a positive outlook despite adversity. Each challenge we face strengthens our ability to persevere, and the more we practice resilience, the better we become at handling future challenges. It's a cycle. The more we face difficulties and rise above them, the more resilient we become, and the easier it is to tackle future obstacles. Challenges also encourage growth by pushing us to rethink our approach to life and problem solving. When we encounter an obstacle, our old methods might not work, and we are forced to think creatively. Whether it's finding new ways to manage time, rethink a strategy, or adapt to a changing environment, challenges force us to innovate. In this way, challenges nurture our ability to think outside the box and become more resourceful. This creative thinking doesn't just apply to the immediate situation, but spills over into other areas of our lives, making us more flexible, adaptable, and open-minded. Additionally, facing challenges often provides a deeper sense of purpose. When we experience difficulty, we are often driven to find meaning and purpose in the experience. We may question our goals, motivations, and the meaning behind our struggles. This process of introspection can lead to greater self awareness and a deeper understanding of what truly matters to us. Through challenges, we not only grow externally but also internally, gaining a sense of clarity and direction that propels us forward. Moreover, challenges foster empathy and connection with others. When we face struggles, we begin to understand how others may feel when they are in similar situations. This increased empathy can improve our relationships, deepen our understanding of others' experiences, and strengthen our social bonds. Often, the people we meet in times of challenge can become sources of support, encouragement, and shared wisdom. Through this connection, we learn that growth is not just an individual experience, but a shared journey that is enriched by collaboration and mutual support. It is also important to realize that growth through challenges isn't always immediate or obvious. In the moment, we might not feel stronger, wiser, or better equipped to handle life's difficulties. Sometimes growth comes in small, incremental steps, and it's only with hindsight that we can fully appreciate how much we have grown. A challenge may seem insurmountable at first, but as we move through it, we accumulate strength, wisdom, and resilience. When we look back, we realize that we are not the same person we were before the challenge. We are more capable, more confident, and more aware of our own potential. Ultimately, challenges are a fundamental part of life's process of growth. Without them, we would remain stagnant, never realizing the depth of our own capabilities. It is through difficulty that we are shaped and refined into the person we are meant to be. Instead of avoiding challenges or wishing for an easier path, we can learn to embrace them as opportunities to evolve, expand, and improve. By viewing challenges as catalysts for growth, we shift our mindset from one of resistance to one of empowerment, understanding that each difficulty we face is a stepping stone toward becoming the best version of ourselves. Resilience is essential. It is the inner strength that allows us to weather life's storms, adapt to unexpected changes, and keep moving forward even when the road ahead is difficult. Life is filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of adversity. No one is exempt from facing hardships, but it is how we respond to these difficulties that defines our ability to thrive. Resilience doesn't mean avoiding struggles, it means having the mental and emotional fortitude to overcome them and come out stronger on the other side. At its core, resilience is about the capacity to recover from difficulties. It's the ability to bounce back after facing adversity, whether it's a personal loss, a career setback, or an unexpected life change. Resilience is not about avoiding pain or challenges, but about cultivating the strength to persist through them. Life will never be without obstacles, but with resilience we can face them head on and learn from them rather than be defined by them. One of the key aspects of resilience is adaptability. Life rarely goes according to plan, and our ability to adjust when things don't work out as expected is crucial. Resilient people don't become stuck in their expectations or dreams. Instead, they find new ways to move forward, reframe their goals, and remain open to different possibilities. Adaptability allows us to accept reality as it is, not as we wish it to be, and to work with it in the most effective way possible. This flexibility is a critical skill for overcoming obstacles and creating new pathways to success. Resilience also involves maintaining a sense of hope and optimism in the face of difficulty. It's easy to feel defeated when things aren't going well, but resilient individuals maintain the belief that things will get better even when the situation seems dire. This hopeful outlook doesn't deny the reality of hardship, but chooses to focus on the possibility of positive change. Hope is a powerful motivator that can propel us to keep going even when the outcome seems uncertain. It allows us to take that next step, to keep pushing forward, knowing that eventually our efforts will pay off. Another important component of resilience is emotional strength. Resilient individuals know how to process their emotions and use them as fuel for growth rather than allowing them to overwhelm them. It's normal to feel anger, sadness, frustration, or fear in the face of hardship, but resilient people do not let these emotions dictate their actions. Instead, they acknowledge their feelings, allow themselves to experience them, and then move forward with a clear focus on the next step. This emotional regulation enables them to maintain composure in the face of stress and to make thoughtful, intentional decisions Even when emotions are high, resilience is also built on a foundation of self-belief. Believing in our own abilities is crucial to maintaining resilience when life gets tough. When we trust ourselves, we are more likely to take the necessary risks, push through challenges, and handle adversity with confidence. Self-belief doesn't mean thinking that everything will always work out perfectly, but it does mean having the conviction that we have the strength, creativity, and resourcefulness to handle whatever comes our way. This belief in ourselves fuels our perseverance and motivates us to continue despite setbacks. Moreover, resilience is nurtured by the support of others. While resilience is an internal strength, it is also deeply influenced by the relationships and communities around us. Having a strong support system can make all the difference when facing difficulty. Resilient individuals often lean on friends, family, mentors, or colleagues for guidance, encouragement, and emotional support. The act of reaching out and receiving help during tough times is not a sign of weakness but a sign of strength. It shows the wisdom to recognize that we don't have to face challenges alone. A key aspect of building resilience is learning from experience. Every setback, failure, or challenge holds valuable lessons that can help us grow stronger. Rather than seeing failure as something to fear or avoid, resilient people view it as an opportunity for learning. They reflect on what went wrong, what could have been done differently, and how they can apply those lessons moving forward. This mindset of growth allows them to build greater resilience with each experience, making them more equipped to face future challenges. Lastly, resilience is not a trait we are born with, it is a skill that can be developed over time. Like any other skill, resilience requires practice, self-reflection, and patience. By intentionally pushing ourselves to step outside our comfort zones, facing adversity head-on, and learning from each experience, we build our resilience muscle. Over time, we become better equipped to handle the ups and downs of life with grace and strength. In essence, resilience is essential because it allows us to live a fuller, more meaningful life, even in the face of adversity. It enables us to rise above challenges, learn from difficulties, and emerge stronger than before. It's the foundation for personal growth and success. Without resilience, we would be at the mercy of life's unpredictable nature, unable to adapt or recover when things go wrong. But with resilience, we can face whatever comes our way, knowing that no matter how tough the journey, we have the strength to keep moving forward. Adversity is a teacher. It may not always be an easy or welcome one, but its lessons are often some of the most profound and transformative we will ever experience. Life is rarely a smooth path. Challenges, setbacks, and difficulties are inevitable. Yet, within each of these moments of struggle lies the opportunity for growth, learning, and development. Adversity teaches us more than success ever could. It pushes us beyond our limits, tests our character, and shows us the strength we never knew we had. When faced with adversity, we are forced to confront ourselves, our beliefs, and our capabilities. The challenges we encounter often require us to tap into inner reserves of resilience, patience, and determination. These qualities are not developed during periods of ease or comfort, but in the midst of struggle. Adversity provides the perfect environment for us to test these qualities, strengthen them, and grow. Without difficulty, we would never realize the depth of our own potential. One of the most valuable lessons adversity teaches us is the importance of perspective. When things go wrong or when we face hardship, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, discouraged, or even defeated. However, adversity encourages us to shift our perspective and look at the bigger picture. It invites us to see challenges not as obstacles but as stepping stones toward personal growth. By reframing adversity in this way, we learn to approach difficulties with a sense of curiosity and openness, rather than fear and resistance. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we begin to ask, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in mindset can make all the difference in how we navigate and emerge from difficult situations. Adversity also teaches us the value of perseverance. In the face of struggle, we often want to give up, to walk away, to find an easier path. But true growth comes from continuing to move forward despite the difficulties. When we persevere through challenges, we build the muscle of resilience. We learn that setbacks are not the end, but a part of the journey. Each time we push through adversity, we become stronger and more capable of handling future challenges. The ability to persist, even when things seem bleak, is one of the most important lessons adversity offers. Another critical lesson that adversity imparts is the importance of adaptability. The world around us is constantly changing and life rarely goes according to plan. Adversity forces us to adjust our strategies, adapt our thinking, and be flexible in our approach. We are challenged to find new ways to cope with situations, solve problems, and navigate unfamiliar terrain. This adaptability fosters creativity and resourcefulness, qualities that are invaluable not just in times of hardship but throughout all aspects of life. The more we learn to adjust to change and uncertainty, the more equipped we become to handle whatever challenges lie ahead. Adversity also teaches humility. When we face difficult times, it reminds us that we are not invincible and that life is unpredictable. It helps us understand that we are all vulnerable and that no matter how much we plan or prepare, there will always be elements outside of our control. This humility is not a weakness, but a strength. It helps us let go of ego, accept our limitations, and remain open to learning and growth. We learn that sometimes the best course of action is to accept help from others, to seek guidance, and to recognize that we don't have all the answers. Adversity teaches that strength doesn't come from doing everything alone, but from being open to support, collaboration, and community. Perhaps one of the most profound lessons of adversity is that it teaches us the importance of gratitude. In the midst of hardship, it can be easy to focus on what we've lost or what we don't have. However, adversity often forces us to slow down, reflect, and appreciate what we do have. It helps us realize the value of small joys, everyday moments, and the strength we have within us. By finding gratitude in the most challenging of times, we cultivate a mindset that sees the good even amidst the difficult. This perspective not only helps us cope with adversity, but it also allows us to move forward with a greater sense of purpose and peace. Adversity also strengthens our relationships. During tough times, we often find that the people who care about us become a source of strength and support. Adversity teaches us to lean on others, to communicate more openly, and to be vulnerable. It shows us who truly cares, and it deepens our connections with others. When we face challenges together, we build trust, empathy, and mutual respect. Adversity can therefore bring people closer, reminding us of the importance of community and shared experiences. In conclusion, adversity is a teacher like no other. It may not always be easy, and its lessons are often hard-won, but the growth it encourages is invaluable. Through adversity, we learn to be resilient, adaptable, humble, and grateful. We discover strengths we never knew we had, and we emerge from challenges wiser and more capable than before. Though we may wish for life to be free of difficulty, it is through adversity that we grow into the fullest version of ourselves. Growth comes from overcoming obstacles. Life by its very nature is filled with challenges, and it is through facing these challenges that we experience true personal growth. While obstacles may initially seem like setbacks or barriers, they are often the stepping stones that lead us to greater strength, wisdom, and resilience. It is when we encounter difficulties that we are forced to tap into our inner resources and find solutions. Through this process of overcoming obstacles, we expand our capabilities and evolve into more capable and confident individuals. When we face obstacles, it is easy to feel discouraged or overwhelmed. The road ahead may seem unclear, and the weight of the challenge may make us question our abilities. However, it is important to recognize that obstacles are not meant to break us but to shape us. They force us to adapt, to think creatively, and to develop problem-solving skills. Every time we overcome a challenge, we gain new insights into ourselves and the world around us. We learn that we are capable of far more than we often give ourselves credit for. One of the most important aspects of overcoming obstacles is the development of resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to keep going even when things don't go as planned. Life will always present difficulties, but resilient individuals don't let setbacks define them. Instead, they view obstacles as opportunities to grow stronger. Resilience is built by continuously facing challenges and learning from each experience. It is not about avoiding failure, but about embracing it as part of the journey towards success. Obstacles also teach us the value of perseverance. There will always be moments when we feel like giving up, when the challenge seems insurmountable, and the effort feels too great. However, it is in these moments that we discover our true strength. Perseverance is not just about continuing in the face of difficulty, it's about maintaining hope and motivation, even when the outcome is uncertain. Each time we push through, we build our capacity to keep going and we become more adept at handling future challenges. Growth comes not only from overcoming obstacles, but also from the lessons that these obstacles impart. Every challenge, no matter how difficult, offers valuable lessons. These lessons might be related to our strengths, weaknesses, values, or priorities. When we reflect on the obstacles we have faced, we often realize that they have shaped us in ways we may not have anticipated. The setbacks we encounter often teach us things that success cannot. They give us the opportunity to reevaluate our approach, refine our strategies, and improve ourselves. Embrace challenges. Life, by its very nature, is filled with obstacles and difficulties that test our limits, our patience, and our strength. Many people shy away from challenges, fearing failure, discomfort, or uncertainty. However, those who truly understand the value of challenges recognize that they are not roadblocks but opportunities for growth. Embracing challenges allows us to evolve, expand our potential, and become stronger, more resilient individuals. When we face a challenge, it often feels daunting at first. The path ahead may seem unclear, and the task may appear impossible. However, discomfort and uncertainty we feel are signals that we are stepping out of our comfort zone and entering a space of growth. Challenges force us to confront what we are capable of, to stretch beyond our current limitations, and to push ourselves to achieve things we may have never thought possible. Without challenges, we remain stagnant, living in a world of predictable, routine comfort, never discovering the depth of our abilities. Embracing challenges means shifting our perspective on difficulty. Instead of seeing obstacles as threats or burdens, we can choose to see them as opportunities. Opportunities to learn, to improve, and to grow. When we embrace challenges, we open ourselves up to the possibility of failure, but also to the possibility of success, achievement, and transformation. The lessons we learn from facing challenges are often more valuable than the outcome itself. Each challenge brings with it a lesson, whether it's about our strengths, our weaknesses, or the areas where we need to improve. In every difficult moment, there is the potential for insight and wisdom. Moreover, embracing challenges builds resilience. Life is not always smooth sailing, and the challenges we face can sometimes feel overwhelming. However, every time we confront a challenge head-on, we develop the resilience to handle future obstacles. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulty, it's about facing it with a mindset that recognizes challenges as a part of the journey. The more we embrace challenges, the stronger we become in navigating life's ups and downs. Resilient individuals know that setbacks are temporary, and they use adversity as a stepping stone to future success. One of the most empowering aspects of embracing challenges is that it helps us discover our true potential. Often we don't know what we are capable of until we are forced to step up. Challenges reveal hidden strengths, untapped creativity, and the ability to persevere even when the going gets tough. It is in the face of adversity that we discover qualities about ourselves that we didn't know existed. Embracing challenges pushes us to dig deep, to find new solutions, and to test our limits. It encourages us to think outside the box and to approach problems with innovation and creativity. Embracing challenges also teaches us patience. Success and growth don't happen overnight. Challenges take time, and the process of working through them requires perseverance, focus, and patience. It is easy to want quick results or instant gratification, but embracing challenges teaches us to trust the process. It shows us that real progress comes from sustained effort, from showing up every day and putting in the work. The value of the journey lies not only in the destination, but in the lessons we learn and the character we develop along the way. Another key benefit of embracing challenges is the sense of accomplishment that comes from overcoming them. When we face something difficult and succeed, it instills a sense of pride and confidence. It reinforces our belief in our own abilities and fuels our motivation to take on even greater challenges in the future. Each victory, no matter how small, adds to our self-assurance and strengthens our resolve. This sense of accomplishment gives us the courage to keep moving forward, to tackle new challenges, and to continue growing. Additionally, embracing challenges can open up new opportunities. Often, the most rewarding experiences in life come from stepping outside our comfort zone and taking on challenges we initially thought we weren't ready for. Whether it's a new career opportunity, a personal project, or an unexpected life change, embracing challenges can lead us to paths we never imagined. It encourages us to see the world with new eyes, to recognize the potential in every situation, and to seize opportunities that we might have overlooked otherwise. Ultimately, embracing challenges is about adopting a mindset of growth and possibility. It's about recognizing that every obstacle has the potential to make us stronger, wiser, and more capable. Life is filled with challenges, and rather than shying away from them, we can choose to face them with courage, curiosity, and determination. The more we embrace challenges, the more we realize that they are not enemies to be feared, but teachers guiding us toward greater understanding and personal transformation. In conclusion, embracing challenges is the key to unlocking our true potential. It allows us to grow, build resilience, discover hidden strengths, and expand our capabilities. Challenges are an essential part of the human experience, and by facing them with an open heart and a growth mindset, we can turn obstacles into stepping stones and become the best versions of ourselves. Instead of avoiding difficulties, let us welcome them as opportunities for growth, knowing that with each challenge we overcome, we are one step closer to becoming who we are meant to be. In the end. Embracing challenges is not just about overcoming obstacles, it's about transforming ourselves in the process. Every challenge we face is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to discover the strength within us. So, the next time life places a hurdle in your path, don't shy away from it. Step forward with courage and determination, knowing that on the other side of that challenge lies growth, wisdom, and a better version of yourself. Embrace every challenge as a stepping stone and watch as it leads you to heights you never thought possible.